welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So today let's talk about being discouraged. I'm sure I spoke about this before somewhere in all the videos I've made, but I felt led to talk about it a little bit more, just as to where I am now in life. And just because somebody needs to hear it, someone new needs to hear it. So a lot of times when we start doing something, we feel encouraged in that moment when we feel like we made our mind up, we're putting our efforts towards something, we feel like this is it, I'm on the right path. But then what happens once we get onto that path and then we just notice things are kind of stagnant, or it's not going the way that we envisioned it to go, or it just seems a little bit harder than what we would have imagined it was going to be. We tend to just get discouraged and want to give up, right? Well, that's exactly what I wanted to talk to people about, because that's something that I feel like we all suffer from. Even the most strongest, most confident, most encouraged person, times where we just feel discouraged. I mean, come on, if it gets hard, we get discouraged. If you just can't see straight through what's going on, if something comes up and it's a little bit out of the ordinary, we get discouraged. It's human nature. And it's definitely human nature to just try to give up and just, or compare ourselves, which is what I was doing at one point when it came to this channel in general. Because before I even started YouTube, it was like God was just pulling on me like, this is what I want you to do, and you're going to do it. I don't care how many times you try to give me excuses, how many times you try to get out of it. This is what you're going to do. And I just kept having excuses, and I was discouraged from the fact that I just didn't feel like I knew enough to get on YouTube, and I didn't know what to talk about. And it's like my mind just it was like every day that I considered it, it was a scary thought, because it was like, what am I really doing? What goal am I trying to reach? And it's like I'm trying to already think about the result before I even get started. And when you try to do that with things in your life, what happens? You get discouraged, because sometimes you just can't see, how am I going to get there, right? Well, that's what was happening to me. But I am just so grateful that I just went ahead and did it, because even though, along this journey, it's been a beautiful journey, just being able to interact with my followers and being able to just speak on things that, when I make videos, normally it's just because it's laid on my heart to do it, and I just speak about it. Like, I don't have no pattern. That's why you guys don't see, next week or in a couple of days, this is going to be the next video, because I don't know. It's whatever comes up, whatever's in my heart, and whatever I feel like I need to speak on, I do that. So that's where my videos come from. And a lot of times it does come from personal experience. And so that's how I'm honestly able to make my content, because I know I can take from my personal life and I can just put it out there. I'm not ashamed to share it. I'm not ashamed to talk about the mistakes that I've made, and I'm just not embarrassed of it. That's what makes me Mika. That's what makes me who I am, and it makes me human. So I feel fine, sharing my experiences, because I know somebody else, someone else out there needs to hear it. Someone else needs to know that they're not alone. I've been in situations where I felt like I must be the only person out of all the billions of people in the world. I'm the only person that's going through something, and we've all been there, right? So, me being able to do this and to be obedient for God, who I believe in, is just, it's a whole different level, because I know I'm not doing it for the clout. I'm not doing it for attention. I'm not doing it for likes and people to agree with me. I'm just putting it out there because I know that someone needs to hear the messages that I have to say. You don't have to agree. I just ask that you don't be disrespectful and rude. Just go on about your merry way. But besides that, I don't know who ears is going to touch. I'm pretty sure all the people who made how to get over relationships and how to heal from relationships, or heal from being disappointed or having your heart broken or whatever it is. Someone who made those videos, they're not thinking about whose ears is going to touch, but little do they know, they've been a blessing to me in my healing process. So I just want to be able to be a blessing to other people. I don't really care who it is. I don't care how old you are. If it helped you, that's my goal, you know. And I just think about it, and I think about how many times I would just beat myself up emotionally and mentally because I wasn't where, you know, I see other YouTubers at, and my YouTube videos aren't as popping and are they're not as engaging as other videos. And then I had to stop and stop being discouraged, you know, because I got to times where I was like, is this really for me? Like, should I just stop? And, you know, maybe this is just not working. And then I have to look back to all the comments that I have received and all the followers that I've gained over the year and some change that I've been on YouTube now. And I have to think, like, it don't matter if it's one person, 5 people, 20 people, 50 people. It doesn't matter how many people are following me, as long as they're getting a message and they're getting some type of help or healing that they need. And so that's what keeps me going, honestly, you know, and that's what helps me to stop comparing myself, because comparing myself is not doing you any good if I'm over here worried about the numbers and worried about, you know, how I'm going to get to the next level and how I'm going to get a YouTube plaque and be YouTube famous, when I have people out here who just genuinely just need the help. That's the biggest reward for me. And it's a reminder when God reminds me, like, you're doing this because I told you to do this. You're doing this because I need to use you as the vessel to do this. I need you to use your voice to bless other people. I need you to use your experiences and the testimonies that you have where I helped you through hard times to encourage somebody else. So that's what I do. And when I think of it that way, it doesn't matter about the numbers. It doesn't matter about the recognition, because that's the greatest blessing that I can ask for. Just knowing that even if you don't even engage with my video, if you don't even like it, comment, nothing, if you watched my video or if you heard of my video, or if you were able to tell someone else about one of my videos that can help them, and it was able to help them, and it's out there, it's a free resource for someone who is in need of something that I may be talking about, it's a blessing. That's the biggest blessing, because like I said, there's no, like, all the people who have done videos on healing and self-love and all those type of things, they have no idea the impact that they had on my life just from me watching and just engaging on their channels, or not even engaging sometimes just watching and just crying and just listening and trying to embrace it and trying to take in the knowledge and get some healing from them, and, you know, listen to their experiences, and, you know, knowing that they made it through. And, you know, now they're in better parts of their lives. Now they're happy and they're doing things, you know, onto the next level, as well as, you know, still living in the past to help people like me at that time who was in need of it. And so it's just like, you know, to me it's amazing when I think of it that way, because, you know, just like they say, if you help a homeless person, you shouldn't be putting it on social media or texting your friends and family talking about what you just did, because God sees that. If that's what you believe in God like I do, God sees that. And what better blessing, what better feeling is to know that you're pleasing your Father on something as simple as you just using your words or showing acts of kindness. You know, we're all supposed to be servants to one another. So I think that's the greatest blessing and the greatest recognition, knowing that your Father is blessing you in return. Because when you flow out blessings is filling you back up from God. Your blessings is coming from God. You're putting so, you know, you're sharing your energy and your blessings with other people. And that's how it's supposed to go. But if you're just seeking, you know, worldly attention and, you know, recognition and all that, what are you really doing it for? We have to get clear on that. But when you know that you're doing something that's coming from your heart, you know that you're doing something for your higher power, and you know that you're doing something that is just genuine, like, it don't matter about the numbers no more. That's gonna come. But you wake up every day and you continue doing what you're doing. The reason I'm able to still put up my videos even without getting that much views on my videos, the reason I'm able to continue doing it is because I know that it's genuine. I'm not doing it just because I'm getting paid for it. I'm not doing it just because I'm getting recognized for it. And I'm not doing it just because, you know, I just want to show out and, you know, prove I can do that. I'm not proving nothing to nobody but God that I can be trusted to be able to use my words and encourage somebody else. That's it, you know. So, you know, because of that, it's natural. Like, even on days I don't feel like it, I don't feel like talking about nothing, I don't want to get out of bed, and I don't want to get prepared for the camera, and I don't want to go through all the editing and all that. I do it because I know, like, I just keep someone, like, whatever topic I'm talking about, I just think of someone who's going through that situation who needs to hear it. And I'm like, all right, because my life is my life, but my life is not about me. And I think once a lot of us get out of that mind frame that it's my life and I'm just going to live it for me, we'll realize how many more people we're able to bless, and how much greater our lives can be when we get out of being selfish and just focusing on self, and realizing that we are servants for other people. Our lives are servants. Our lives, where we go through things in life to be able to be a blessing to the next person. And so when we're in that space where we're able to say, you know what, my life is not just about me, it's about anyone else I can touch, and anyone else who needs to hear what I have to say, or who needs my help, then things with you'll realize that you just become so much more vibrant, so much more bright, so much more beautiful, and you're not so self-centered. Like, it's hard to explain, but I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. But when you know that you're doing something genuinely, and it's from the kindness of your heart, and you just keep on putting in the work, it may take longer to get to where you would love to go, or where you would like to be, or where you envision yourself being at. But I promise you, the journey, like, God's gonna keep you humble. So of course he's not gonna say, okay, just even if you're doing it from the goodness of your heart, you're gonna jump in there, then boom, in a month or two or in 6 months you're gonna have 1 million subscribers. No, it has to be gradual, because he needs to know that he can trust you with what he's giving you, and you need to be prepared for it. And you need to stay consistent. You have to prove that you're not just in it just to blow up real big, and then, oh, I don't want to do this no more. And then now you have all these people just hanging, like, oh, well, what happened? I needed your videos. I needed whatever you could do. But now you just quit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all think about what I'm trying to say. I don't want to ramble on too much about it, but I'm just saying, like, we just try not to get discouraged, because whatever you're doing, whatever jobs, whatever situation you're in, whatever you feel like it's really difficult for you to do, and sometimes you just don't want to do it, but you have to. Even working out for yourself, that's still being of service to someone else, because you need to keep yourself healthy, and you need to make sure that you're in shape, so then you can attract your husband or your wife, and then you can be a blessing to their life, because y'all supposed to work together and supposed to bring out the best in each other. Or you can be there for your family or your kids, and it's just so much. It trickles down. It's never just about you, let's put it that way. But like I was saying, long story short, don't get discouraged. I don't care how hard it gets, I don't care how boring, the thing that's the most hardest in your life to do, that's typically the right thing for you to do, or for you to be doing. So keep that in mind. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment box below. We will keep the conversation going as usual, and we will talk next time. Bye.